Hello everyone, welcome to Harv's World for another foray into Elmcreek. It's, oh, okay, that's what's going on. Anyway, before we get too far along, Harley, I saw you were in. Matthew Albert, Eric Kuntz, Jonathan, how you doing, bud? Robert Felt, Stephen Murray. No, I'm not muted. It's a timing thing. We're on like a 15 or 30-second delay or something ridiculous like that. I don't actually remember what the delay is, but yeah, we got just a little bit of a late start today. Kevin, how you doing, man? David Smith, Sparky. I'm trying to make sure I get everybody. I skipped one person intentionally because Chris Butler says, "Hey, long-time viewer, but only recently subbed. I'm trying to catch up on the FS22 streams, but now you go live." So I'm like, I'm in. All right, dude. Well, welcome to Harv's World. Glad to have you with us, man. Thank you for joining us today. Appreciate that. Oh, how is everybody? Did you guys have a great Christmas? I think we asked this on Sunday, but you know the Wednesday viewers aren't always the same as the Sunday viewers, so we kind of double up on some of this stuff sometimes. Yeah, we got a couple minutes late start today. It's my fault. I own it. Well, it's Mother Nature's fault, unfortunately, and bad timing. But we are coming up on winter, and we're literally out of work to do. And this first year in Elmcreek has been a real bear trying to earn anything that even remotely looks like good funding. But we've got all three of us here today, Caveman and Sharko. Say hi, guys.
Hello. Hello.
So it's November. We can get one last mowing of our grass in. Our bales aren't done fermenting from the last mowing, but we're going to get this done, and then we might have to fast forward through most of winter because, well, there just isn't that much going on. I would have thought, you know, if you're going to put winter in the game, Giants, you would have added some wintertime activity type stuff. And I would bet that's coming. But at this point, winter's pretty dead. Pretty dead on the farm. In fact, if you're watching my Hope Baileron series at all, I just said, you know, we'll probably catch up in the spring because there's just not enough to do in the winter time to really keep a series going. Thanks, Sparky. Thanks for asking. It's okay. It was okay, you know, just Christmas with Harv. I get to spend every day with me. So, but it was good, you know. I cooked myself a nice dinner. Still got plenty of ham left over. Gonna put in a hot pot of ham and beans this weekend, I think. So be glad you're not here when those kick in.
That baler's doing weird things on my end.
What do you mean weird things on your end?
Half of the time there's a floating bale. When it starts wrapping, it doesn't move the bale with you, so the bale's just in the middle of the field being wrapped.
Oh, looks fine on my end.
When you're backing up there, the bale just went through the ground.
Oh, that's strange.
Yeah.
It is strange.
If you F4, can you see a bale under the ground?
No, it spawned back up, so.
Oh, okay, that's
it's
weird.
It's a visual glitch.
Yeah, it's not an actual thing. So I tried to drive through the other bale.
Welcome to the Green Machine.
Peter Tutton, the newest member of the Green Machine. Thank you, my good friend. Thank you, sir. Well, David Smith, 40 years married. Congratulations, man. Congratulations to you and your wife.
Congratulations.
Wow, that is an impressive accomplishment. I don't even want to do something fun for 40 years. If I'm still playing Farm Sim in 40 years, somebody come and tell me that I need to get a life and do something else. I mean,
if you're playing in 40 years, that's a good game.
The only reason I say that is I know marriage is hard work. It's not all a bed of roses. So congratulations to you and your wife, man. Seriously. Chris has been watching since the Pacific Northwest. Wow, you've been watching for a long time, dude. And
Yeah.
he never logged into YouTube, so he, he wasn't able to sub, and he finally did. So I appreciate that, man. It's good to have you here.
Yeah, it's great to have you.
And, you know, hang out with us. You'll get to meet some of the community. We have a great community. These guys are all incredibly friendly and incredibly helpful if you ever have questions. And of course, we always have the Discord too, which is always free. Oh, and one thing that's not on the memberships that is included in the memberships is that you get access to the Harv's World dedicated server now that's running Elmcreek. And there's still room on there, so if you were interested in doing some multiplayer action, feel free to jump on there as well.
You do need to link your Discord to your YouTube
That's
in
right.
order for that to work.
Well, while you guys are finishing the baling up over here, and I'm getting a good number of bales off this time, I'm going to go ahead and head over to your farm, Caveman, and start mowing over there, if that's alright with you.
That's fine by me.
Turn off, fold up, raise up, fold up. My multi-buttons aren't working and playing well today. I saw that, Eric. That was a sad that, you know, I'm not, and I've probably said this on stream a few times, I'm not the biggest sports guy in the world, but I did appreciate John Madden. That's a driveway, Harv. I don't think these people want me to mow their grass. Oops.
You might. I mean, free mowing.
Series X. What? I'm not a
Yes.
console guy.
That's Xbox.
Okay. Then yes, we have kept the dedicated server cross-play compatible. That means you're not going to get things like GPS and stuff like that, but we wanted to make sure that anybody who becomes a Harv's World member does have the opportunity to play. You have to become a member, join the Discord, link your YouTube account to your Discord account, and then you will show up as a YouTube, whatever level YouTube member you are, and that will give you access to the dedicated server, channel, Discord channels, and information. Minus 35, Jordan, wow. Are you talking minus 35 Celsius? That's freaking cold, dude.
That is cold.
That's almost minus 40 Fahrenheit.
It would be colder than that.
No, because I believe minus 40 are the same.
Minus 0 is equivalent. Minus 0 Celsius is equivalent to 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, and I said minus 40 Fahrenheit.
I thought he said minus 35.
No, I'm saying though, in Fahrenheit, it's close to minus 40. They're very similar on that tip.
Okay. I'm not necessarily sure that I agree with that assessment, but I don't
Give me a
have
sec.
I don't have the calculation in front of me to say for sure. So.
Minus 35 Celsius is minus 31 Fahrenheit.
That's strange. Why did they start getting closer together like that? Because 100 Celsius is 212 degrees Fahrenheit.
I don't know. I just know after I believe minus 40 Fahrenheit it starts getting colder than Celsius.
I'd swear that's what I said, Eric. That 0 Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm almost positive that's what I said. Almost positive. I'm not going to swear to it.
You said -0.
Okay. Well, that's true too. -0 is. Because
Yeah, I was gonna say Heart's not wrong there. -0 is that.
0 and -0 are the same bloody thing. Just nobody would ever phrase it that way, but you know, that's hard for you. Watch it, Mr. Walker guy. He's gonna walk right into my mower and get shredded. I mean, technically. Oh man, one more day and it's the weekend. Hallelujah. Now we have discussed over the past couple of weeks, I think, about doing a possible New Year's Farm Eve. Sharko, are you still up for New Year's Farm and Eve stream?
Is that tomorrow, or is that today after?
It's Friday.
Either way works for me.
Okay. Probably a little bit earlier than some of the impromptus. Not by much. Maybe like 7 p.m. instead of... Well, no, maybe we should do it later to make sure that we get everybody's New Year's Eves in. Because when I did the Christmas Eve stream, which was really... I was surprised at how many people turned out for that, to be honest. I managed to go long enough to be able to say Merry Christmas to all the time zones in North America.
Oh.
Well, I'll tell you. Have the same in all places, things would be a lot easier. It's funny, us Canadians are in Celsius, but our ovens are in Fahrenheit. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, our ovens are Fahrenheit.
That's odd.
That is weird.
We use both. We generally use both.
Harv's New Year's Eve farming extravaganza. I don't know how much of an extravaganza it's going to be. It'll probably be real similar to what we normally do, but maybe a little bit more adulty. A smidge more adulty.
Here's the thing, our furnaces or our thermostats are in Fahrenheit, but our weather is in Celsius.
That is so strange.
Oh, that makes perfect sense.
Right? Yeah, that's a fair point, Steven. Most people will be sitting home, getting drunk. Wonder if Sharko's going to break the stream tonight. It's not running quite as clean as it did on Sunday, but so far we're not in too bad a shape. Keep your finger. Don't talk too much out of school. Knock on wood, Jonathan. Knock on wood.
Just jinxed it.
Right?
You literally just started.
If you're going to say stuff like that, you've got to knock on wood or cross your fingers behind your back or whatever ridiculous superstitious thing that you believe in to prevent bad things from happening. Tractor, why are you having so much trouble lining up here? It's not working and playing well with GPS today. Well, Harley, it's a number of things. But actually, to be honest, we have talked about doing a few streams from the dedicated server. You know, the first thing I'll say is it's a logistical issue. And we will stream occasionally with the players on the dedicated server. It's just nothing that we have done before, so I've got to sort out the details of how I want that to happen. Obviously, we can't give voice to everybody. This is going to be a little bit funky in the collecting part down on this end, caveman.
That's fine. There's been some funky stuff going on so far, so...
Only on this end where I had to make a headland.
Well, the end down here, up next to this neighboring property, is always a bit of a pain.
Right.
Even when I do it with my little mower. Although without the little mower, I do have a little bit more maneuverability.
Although maybe that's what we do on New Year's Eve. What do you think, guys? We do the dedicated server on New Year's Eve? Well, Caveman doesn't know if he's going to be here yet, but...
How many people do we have on that right now?
2 or 3.
I think, yeah. I think we have 4 people who have been on it, though, haven't we?
Lifehawk, how you doing? SoberX, or X-Sober, or just Sober. Good to have you with us. Yeah. Good to see you in Discord, man. And some of the comments that you've been making this week, very cool. On various videos and whatnot, I should say. Push the right button, Harv. Okay, near's... Oh, I've got your other little field to do over here.
Yep, other little field.
It seems to be stabilizing, knock on wood. It was a little bit questionable there for a minute, but it seems like things are stabilizing quite nicely, so keep your fingers crossed. I don't know. I'm always open to suggestions, so you know, if you guys, because what we decided early on is if we play on the dedicated server, we're going to be there to help other people's farms. We're going to be like the, you know, what was that, Hell's Kitchen guy? Where we come in and we're just helpers. That's all we're going to do is help. If you need help on your farm, harvesting or just getting work caught up or done, then that's our plan for our work on the dedicated server. Because I wanted to leave as much space open. I mean, right now FS22 maps are still pretty small, so we wanted to make sure that there was as much play space on the dedicated server as possible for players that might want to play there. So we're just going to be helpers.
Maybe in the future, if we get a 4x map or something like that for consoles, I don't think that'll be possible, but maybe it will be.
Well, it should technically be possible with the optimizations that are made to the game.
It should be, yes.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay, that's who I was talking about, but that's not exactly what I meant, because it's not like we expect your farm to be broken and we're going to come in and make it better for you. I just mean we're going to be, instead of AI helpers, we'll be your help. And you guys can boss us around.
Because if we can get a big enough map, I think that are on all consoles, then we can have like, we'll always be on like the dedicated server kind of thing, maybe. But until then, we'll just be helpers.
Well, on some of the first streams that we did, the first dedicated server that I had, I mean, we're talking early on, we did have pretty much anybody who wanted to join, you know, come on and farm.
Yeah, we did.
Just there's only like 2 people then, and now it's actually cross-platform. so.
Oh,
they're
at one time we had like 5 big buds lined up with big Burgos cedars behind them.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. That was a good time, that one.
Or like 5 plows side by side. Or it was those big culty plows that Caveman edited.
Yep. I turned the Flexicoil into a subsoiler that could create fields.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was Old Timers Farm, wasn't it? That's old. That's a long time ago.
That was about a year ago, a little bit more than a year ago.
Wow.
I have a
Actually
friend.
getting pretty good yield off of this field.
I have a friend with 200 fiber and 16 gigs of memory. Says he doesn't use computer much. I said Harv's World can change that. There you go. Sign him up however you can, man. However you can. I've said this before, so I'm kind of afraid to say it now. But my first tutorial video will be coming out in the next couple of days. I officially have it recorded in a state that I would like. Now I just have to find the time to edit it. And I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be information everybody needs to know, if you don't know already. I know I'm behind the curve, but you know what? I'm not playing race the whoever. I'm doing what I got to do for me. And for future generations of Harv's World viewers. Well, that's an interesting question, Harley. You want to tell them, Caveman, or should I fill them in?
You can go ahead and fill them in.
So, Caveman does have his own channel in Discord. 2 of them, actually. One for FS19, one for FS22, where he does drop mods from time to time. I don't know if the Culti Plow pack, that was really early on, so I don't think that was ever loaded up there. But more importantly, Caveman has submitted 2 and is well on his way to submitting a 3rd mod, 2 giants, for testing and upload to ModHub. So keep your fingers crossed that we actually see some Caveman Customs mods coming to ModHub soon. And his mods for 22 so far will be for all platforms. So that's pretty spectacular news. I'm very excited for him. Very excited for him. And that's what I wanted. And Kevin, if you could take care of Beepa, whatever her name is, and get her stupid porn link off my chat, I would appreciate it. Thank you. In fact, if you just want to, if you've got controls to like mute or block that person from the channel, be my guest. I guess we're getting popular enough that we're attracting the attention of people who are desperate to make money through porn links. Yeah, No Man's Land is available. I've got something else planned for No Man's Land. That will not be going up on a dedicated server.
Okay, that doesn't work.
Sparky. Is the how-to video on how important it is to not let Sharko drive your vehicles or handle your banking? No, we
that
just...
would be a 5-minute video.
No.
Have you seen this man? If you have, call 911 Farm Equipment. Because he's going to wreck your equipment.
Come on, there should have been a 555 number there somewhere, Harv.
Yeah, whatever. 555 blame Sharko.
There you go.
555 blame Sharko. That's what we're talking about. Return, yes. Return, yes. Time to do some field rolling.
Apparently my tractor is not very powerful in reverse.
Whose tractor is powerful in reverse?
Well, I tried to see if I could tow this bale trailer backwards. Didn't work.
Oh, your little
Why
Vulture?
would you?
Because I can
Why
drive
would-
this tractor backwards.
Ah,
That'd be kind of cool to go backwards on the field, but it just could barely pull this thing. Oh, there's a deer in the water.
I'm sure that's true, Harley. It'll be a while before we get a good 4X release. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think the honestly, the map makers who do the 4X and bigger maps are usually really meticulous and creative, and they put a lot of time and effort into their maps. So now I'm perfectly fine with waiting for a while, just because when Kaz drops a map, or Dashnet drops a map, or whoever drops a map, I'm looking forward to what they've come up with.
Also,
yeah.
we think
Those guys are generally top tier.
Yep.
Also, I was gonna say some of with repairs. We think that actually paints might affect the repair, but we don't know.
Well, if we don't know, we probably shouldn't be saying anything. Wow. That guy just clocked the crap out of me. It's my fault. I pulled out in front of him. I don't care that it was my fault, but it was my fault.
Well, his insurance that's paying for it. He hit a farmer equipment. They go faster. Their fault.
That's right. Good God, I'm having the worst time getting lined up. I'm like off kilter for some reason.
Well, it did just get very laggy. Maybe it is me.
Yep, I'm seeing some warnings pop up again. Alright, time to get this grass growing again before winter hits.
Yep.
Chris, I'm running an i5 with a GTX 1060 video card, 32 megs of RAM.
Gigs, not megs.
Yes, 42 gigs of RAM. Why do I always say that? I always say megs when I mean gigs.
Because you're used to those old computers.
No, it's just my old brain farting brain. That's all it is. I'm okay with that.
I wonder if it has something to do with my video or my voice recording sending bigger data or something.
Your voice recording?
Well, I mean, like if I'm recording it at like a higher bit rate or something, and it's sending a lot to you or something.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm at 98% Sharko, so I'm gonna go finish this bale.
Okay, then I guess I'll have to follow you. In case it drops somewhere.
Hashtag 555 blame Sharko. That's
That could be
right.
the new one now.
That'll be the new one. And everybody's using it. Well, at least 2 people are using it. Oh, let me catch up. Have you seen this, man? He may be. Yeah, we got there. This is a new map soon to be released shortly. 16x with 182 fields. Peter, what map is that? I haven't heard about that yet. That seems awfully quick for a 16 times map, though. I will trust it when I test it, I guess is the way I'm going to put it.
I'm gonna bring it back around and drop it somewhere you don't have to worry about going through crop.
And I agree, Robert. The repair costs in FS22 are just through the roof. Repairs are outrageous. I don't believe so, Eric. I don't believe equipment in 19 ever reaches an age where repair ever doesn't go to 100%. You can run your 1954 Farmall tractor for 70 years and you can always repair it right back to brand new. Well, all I've got is a standard flat screen LCD monitor. It's not 4K. And the game looks fantastic to me, so Sharku would argue that 4D is probably a necessary evil.
You mean 4K?
4K is unnecessary.
Yeah, I can't speak or think today. 4K. Caveman, have you heard of mini 1060 video cards dying? It's 18 months old. Peter, I can tell you personally, knock on wood, that my 1060 is at least 3 years old, and it's going strong.
I haven't heard about the 1060s, but I heard about the 1050s and the 1050 Ti's being DOA right out of the box.
Yeah, I've heard that one, but I've never heard of a 10 series card failing after a certain while, unless it's overheating, which is possible.
Although apparently if you have a 1060, you can sell it to a Bitcoin miner and use the profit to buy like a mega card. Because apparently the mining community is really into the 1060 cards.
They're really into 10 series cards in general because they mine better and more stable than 30 series cards unless you go with a 3090, and at that point, unless you're really space restrained on your mining, you're better off getting multiple 10 series cards.
Are you rolling your fields, Caveman, at all?
Oh gosh.
I was planning on it.
No, I wondered if you were already doing it, or did you sell your roller?
I sold my roller, remember?
No, I don't remember. Otherwise, I wouldn't be asking.
Okay. And also, too, you're getting like one frame, maybe 2 frames down the length of that field.
I see we were holding solid for a while, and now it's going to pot again.
Gosh, for some reason Steam started playing a YouTube video in the background. There you go.
Yep, I see this. The last 5 minutes we've had really bad frame rates, guys. If this keeps happening, you know where we're at.
Why don't you just quit Discord for a bit and see if that works at all?
Well, it seems like it has cleared up for the moment. I'll let you know here in a second. Because, like, last Friday night stream, ran clean as a whistle. Sunday with Caveman, clean as a whistle. Had
So, see, it's
no
something
problems.
to do with me then.
Not necessarily. It could be time of day, time of week. I mean, I'm on a cable network, so Hey, Dim Snow
Yeah.
Bunny, how are you?
It'll be indirectly my fault.
There's another warning. 90% lost over the last two. Oh, good lord. I apologize, guys. I genuinely don't know what's going on with this. This is something that's totally new. We've never had these kind of problems before up until the last couple of weeks.
I'm really curious now. I kind of just want to quit and see if it actually fixes it at all.
Okay, go drop out of Discord for a little bit and we'll see.
Yeah, will do.
Nothing personal, Sharko.
Oh wow. You're only getting like a couple of frames down the length, or you were only getting a couple down the length of the field.
I know. I just
But-
said it was a 90% loss.
Your time delay is almost non-existent.
No time to, like, my voice is coming through instantaneously kind of thing.
Well, no, not your. I don't know about voice because I have that muted, but video feed, like you had a frame right there at the end of the field, and I'm sitting here seeing you turning around.
Yeah, Chris, that's right. 28 days per month. 28 days per month means you're effectively playing an almost full year. Real life year. I honestly don't know why anybody would play it 28 days per month. That seems just excruciating to me, but be my guest if that's your thing. It's your game, play it your way. I didn't mean for Sharko to leave the whole server. I just thought he was going to drop out of thought he was going to drop out of Discord.
Thought that's all he was gonna do too. Well, the delay is back and it's smoother now.
I'm going to be really disappointed if, unfortunately, we do end up linking this to Sharko. Because it does look like things are smoothing out, and I don't understand that at all. Knock on wood. How sad is it that I'm sitting here kind of hoping that it goes back to crap again, because I don't want to feel bad for poor Sharko.
It could be like he said, his microphone bitrate might be set higher than what
Discord
needs to
enjoys.
Yeah, and that could cause it. Oh, there's the stutter back.
I haven't gotten any alerts yet. No, I just got an alert. Let me see what it says. Man, this sucks. Well, it did improve. Only 72 drop frames over the last 2 minutes. Or 72%. Does anybody have a wall I could beat my head against?
Yeah, I've got quite a few if you come all the way to Virginia.
Ben, it has to do with Discord and the amount of data that Discord sends between the three of us. I still believe that Discord is the culprit here. Alright, it's not Sharko. Everything is bad. I'm not going to subject you to this, guys, and frankly, the longer it goes on, the more stressed it makes me. because I just want to have a good time with you guys, and sending you bad video sucks. And I'm not comfortable with that. No, it's either I'm in the sticks and my internet isn't as solid as it could or should be, or I'm on a cable network, which means this time of day everybody's coming home and jumping on their devices and televisions and streaming and whatnot and eating up bandwidth. Or Discord is the massive resource hog that I suspect it to be. It's all playing a part. Plus, I really could stand a new machine at this point. But my machine shouldn't be the issue right now because, frankly, it's running the game fine. It's somewhere between my cable modem and you guys. Well, David, we haven't been able to find anything that works outside of Discord as well as Discord. That's the problem. We end up with some audio lag in a lot of the programs, the older ones, even like Ventrilo. So that's not helping matters either.
And the in-game is just too quiet.
Yeah, the in-game one's way too quiet.
Yeah, it's very quiet and it's also very laggy. We get a lot of audio lag from the in-game one also. I'm not entirely sure why I came down to your field, Caveman. Is there anything I can do down here?
Not that I know of.
Well, I guess I'll just wash my tractor. We just gotta wait for you to get done rolling, and then we can advance time again.
Yep.
We did
I'm
test.
joining back.
We did test the in-game voice, Jonathan, and it's fine if you're playing with your friends when it doesn't matter, but trying to do a stream and having solid communication, it doesn't really work out very well.
Nope.
I just got a new alert. I'm going to check it and then I'll make a decision here. Yeah, 93% over the last 2 minutes.
Yep.
All right, guys. I think for everybody's sake, we're just going to call it for the day instead of trying to force the issue. It's so incredibly disappointing and frustrating, and I do apologize. I hope we can come up with a solution here sometime in the not too distant future. But look for us on Friday night. Friday night seems to go much smoother. I don't know why. Actually, Ben, you will always have my voice. It's Caveman and Sharko that you wouldn't have. We could try that for a minute.
Well, all of us just came in and I just leave.
Well, I hope Caveman and Sharko were listening to me because I just completely closed Discord. I closed the whole thing down and cut them off. They'll be talking to each other, but I won't be there sending data, so... Chris seems to think I'm running out of CPU. Why would that affect my data rate, though? I mean, I'm sure that has some... I'm not the biggest tech geek, and I'm sure Sharko and Caveman can fill me in on a lot of this stuff later. But I'm basically going to drive around for a while just to keep the game updating and things, and see if I get another alert, then we'll know it wasn't Discord like I thought, and I just had another alert pop up. And Well, the frame rate's still not great, but it's not as bad as it has been. And the real problem we're running into, I mean, we are literally out of work. There is nothing more for us to do. We've got to get through winter. Dakota North. And now that I've shut down Discord, I am going to open my task manager and keep an eye on it for a minute here and see. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. So I guess my question would be at this point, why do I have good streams where I get no alerts, everything runs perfectly, exact same setup, exact same system, no problems whatsoever? And then we've got, and this happens worst on Wednesday. The last time we had to shut down a stream, it was on Wednesday evening, just like tonight's stream. And Chris, I can tell you right now that I'm running at 80% CPU. On average, it's sitting at 80% CPU with 40% memory usage. So I don't think it's hardware related. Alright guys, well, with my apologies and my very sincere regrets and frustration, we're going to call it for today, man. I am so annoyed it's not even funny. We will sort this out. One way or another, we're going to get this bloody well sorted out. That's exactly right, David. And I agree with Ben. I really do think it's network related too. Anyways, we'll keep trying. We'll be back on Friday night for New Year's Eve. I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas. I hope you have an even better New Year's. And I really hope things start to work for me. 2022's got to be better, right? It has to be. Alright, guys. Well, for what it was, I very much appreciate you coming along for the ride. And until next time, take care.